Well, this is a lot of calories. You never know. You know, the heat's always like those 25 minutes that everyone can do so good. And actually, right now that everyone is doing those RSs and they can move you so, so fast to those third or fourth position. But actually, Isabella is one of the, she's ripping out there.
Yeah.
Neymar as well. Carla, Lily. Well, everyone is, they're pumping. Unluckily, not all the girls they can do the world tour like in every event, and they can be like as professional. Like some of them, they have to work at home, and and they're using the all the time or the free time for train. So that's pretty sad, but
Okay. Well, there's your list of top competitors from Eonate's view. So keep an eye out for sure for those ladies. And I think we just got word that the heat number 4 of round number 3 will be the last heat of today in the live broadcast. Up and running right now. Wow, look at that. Gracias. Sorry. Oop. Are we online? No, I just got food handed to me, and it's always a treat to have some grub ready to eat. And I know that's probably not on your diet right there. There's a lot of mayonnaise and stuff. This stuff is just oozing with love and flavor. Look at that. I don't think that's going to be in your diet, but this thing is going to disappear in like 10 seconds.
Not that bad. Sometimes when we are on the beach, we have to eat, like you have to recuperate or you have to eat something fast and be ready for the next one. So still a lot of hidratos because it's bread.
Yeah.
And proteins. You've got meat in there.
Oh, you want it?
No, I don't want
take
it. Thank you anyway.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the heat number 2 has finished, and that was the horn that started heat number 3. Out in the water, you're going to see in red Ryan Hardy, the closest contender to get Jeff Hubbard and that first place world title away from Jeff Hubbard. So he's out in this heat, somebody to definitely watch. Ryan Hardy is sitting comfortably, though, with 2 wins, 6 points in round 1 and 6 points in round 2. So he's looking really good right now coming in to round number 3. Also, yep, here we go. Ryan Hardy, he is the closest contender to take out Jeff Hubbard. If Jeff Hubbard wins and Ryan Hardy gets second place, they will actually go all the way to Fronton, the Canary Islands. Next and final stop on the IBA World Tour and face off once again for the world title match. There's a lot of numbers to be crunched after this round, so we will see. Next, Damian King, Australia in white, Diego Cabrera in yellow from the Canary Islands, and Heison Carrion from Puerto Rico. So already one score on the board. It was not a high-scoring wave. Diego Cabrera just got a .2. Is that possible?
Well, he maybe choose the wrong wave. And,
okay. Diego Cabrera, he is on the cusp right now. There's still a chance for him to make it into the top 16 next round, but unfortunately he showed up to Puerto Rico and could not make it to his first heat in round number 1. So he got scored 0 points for that. He ended up in second place in round number 2. Now he has to win this heat to even have a chance to advance on in the top 16. So, Eunate, you have the mic. Do you want to say any words about anything to either your fans, family, hola, como whatever que tú quieres?
Well, a lot of things to say.
They're over there.
No, well, say thanks to everyone who's been supporting me because even when I lost in here, I received a lot of supporting messages on the Facebook, and I think this is the most important thing, to feel like you're doing the right thing, and even lose or wherever you've got your family, your friends, everyone with you, and so I want to say thank you to all of them, and keep bodyboarding. That's it.
Okay, there you have it. Your soapbox. As long as you have this thing on, you can say whatever you want. Just keep it rated PG-13.
Okay.
All right, so Isabella Sousa, she's on your tail. She's the only one, I believe, or no, there's a group of girls that are on your tail for that world title in the Women's World Tour. I wish you the best of luck. You have not won a world tour yet. You've come really close a couple of times.
Yeah, I've been pretty close. That's the question.
Well, I wish you the best of luck in the Azores, and you can do it.
Thank you, Manny.
Okay. Okay, so Eonate, gracias, and we will see you in the Azore highlight reels. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you to you, Manny, and I love when you commenting. I love your your words when you give that punch.
Well,
It's
thank
the
you very
best
much.
part ever.
All right, thank you very much. Did
And
you see where I chased the horses?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's a pretty funny one too.
And you're doing a great job. So
Okay, really appreciate it, and you're doing great too, and good luck in the Azores. I'll see you around. We got a few more days.
Yeah. We're gonna have fun.
We're playing soccer, and we're going on the zip line, by the way.
That's good.
I'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, coming up is Steve Action Jackson. And let me just say one thing really quick. Eonate was a little bit easier on the eyes than Steve Action Jackson. But you know what? I will deal with it. Okay, so thank you to the Spaniard right now leading the charge in the Women's World Tour, Eonate Aguirre and Steve Action. Steve Action Jackson, welcome back.
What's up, brother?
Not much. We're getting down to the last few heats of the competition, the live broadcast, not the competition, the live broadcast. The texture from the onshores have come in.
Yes, the onshore winds have kicked up pretty hard, making things a little more interesting for our riders out in the water.
But we do have word that the last two heats are going to be heat number 3 and heat number 4 in this round, and we're going to call it quits for today.
Sounds like a plan, brother.
All right, currently out in the water, heat number 3. So we got heat number 3 and heat number 4 will be the last heat that we're going to give the live broadcast for. Ryan Hardy is leading the charge right now in this heat, 23 minutes remaining. 3.0 is his highest scoring wave. Diego Cabrera, 0.2. Kingy and Heison Carrion, the Puerto Rican, are still waiting for their first waves. Diego going left.
Diego Cabrera up and riding, driving down on this left, punches the roll through the lip, comes out through the white water to complete the maneuver, and then ducks out. So that'll get Diego his second scoring wave in this heat. We'll see how that fares with the judges. That was a pretty clean roll. Punched through the lip there. Nice exit. Completed the mover. Diego Cabrera on the board. All right, so for those of you just joining us, once again, I'd like to welcome you to the 2011 IBA Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. We'd like to thank our sponsors for this event. Coors Light. These guys have been huge for this event.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd like to send our thanks out to Coors Light for all the free beer and all the promotional. Also, El Nuevo Dia newspaper, Gasolina, Party in a Pouch, ATH, Evertech, Parador Villas Del Mar House, the official hotel, Claro, bringing us the signal to broadcast the event, La X, the radio station, Sprite, Vitamin Water, Garnier, Go Print, and Puerto Rico Wire. Also, be sure to go online to IBAWorldTour.com. Click on the store. There you can purchase any and all of the IBA merchandise that's available for sale. All prices are listed in U.S. dollars. We've got winter beanies. We've got baseball caps. We've got iPhone covers. You can even pre-order your 2012 IBA calendar. Meanwhile, up and riding, Damian King with his first wave of the heat. Goes to rebound off of that oncoming section and not able to complete the maneuver.
No, he hit that way late, and the bump on the face of the wave is making things very difficult for the riders. Heison Carrion, a trialist, making it all the way from the trials, and ends that wave with a nice roll at the very end. So this guy has seriously been putting in some heat time as far coming from the trials. There he placed, I believe, yes, 6th place in the trials, and now he is making an effort in round number 3. Look at that, yellow. Diego Cabrera paddling. I think he sees something.
All right, so 1.15 for Damian King, waiting for the score to drop for Heison. But all of our riders on the board now, and here we see Diego Cabrera in yellow paddling for that one. Not able to kick into it. He'll turn around and paddle back to the lineup, wait for the next one. Meanwhile, Heison Carrion with a 4.25 on his first wave. That will jump him into the second position here in the early going. Just over 20 minutes remaining in this heat. Diego Cabrera currently in first, Heison second, Ryan Hardy third, Damian King in fourth.
All right. Diego Cabrera from the Canary Islands finally looking good, 6.0. He needs a win in round number 3. He needs the win in this heat if he has any chance to even be considered to advance on in the top 16. And Diego has the unfortunate luck. There's the riders yelling to the commentator on the beach to give him the updates as far as priority and scores. But Diego Cabrera from the Canary Islands, he needs this win. He needs to win this heat.
And here we can see Diego Cabrera up and riding on this left, drops in, and it's going to section off in front of him, so he'll bail. He'll paddle back out for another. And there you can see our other riders out in the water, Damian King in white, Ryan Hardy in red.
All right, just got an email from Chad Jackson, representative for Grand Flavor. He says they're jumping on board for the Fronton event. So as a sponsor at Fronton, we'll be sure to support the new Grand Flavor gear and get some free stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Grand Flavor bringing their own flavor of clothing fashion to the Canary Islands for Fronton.
Nice.
And the season finale of the IBA Grand Slam Series Men's World Tour. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting, especially if the title race goes down all the way to Fronton. And the only way that title race will go to the Canary Islands is if Jeff Hubbard wins and Ryan Hardy gets less than second place.
Ryan Hardy up and riding, driving down the line, gets around the section, throws a reverse off the top, unable to hold on, and he goes over the falls on that one. So Ryan Hardy up and riding on that one, unable to complete the maneuver. He'll paddle back out and give another go on the next wave that comes his way. We'll wait to see what the score drops on that. Here's a replay. Hardy with a nice line, driving off the bottom around the whitewater section, slides up into the pocket, eyeing the section. He goes up towards the top, throws the reverse, and it looks like he's going to get it around, but then I guess he got stuck backwards and then just over the falls. That's an unpleasant feeling no matter what level of riding you're at.
You know what's unpleasant is given the hold on, there we go. Given watching the first couple heats in perfect conditions, and then your heat comes out and the wind comes up, but these guys, they have to do what they got to do.
Yes, those who are just joining us, the winds have gone hard on shore, definitely making for even more trying conditions. Here we have a replay
of Kingy's last wave right here. Nice bottom turn, comes off the bottom straight to the lip. Nice cylindrical roll right there on that maneuver, and he throws a spin, and he's not done yet. He knows what's at stake. He needs to do well, and a nice roll right there. Perfect wave for Kingy. I wouldn't doubt if that came in at a 7.0.
And, yeah, it came in at a 7.0.
Okay, I looked at the score. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. The competitors have been loving every single minute here with perfect wave, perfect beaches, great hospitality, and the swell has been serving up some great waves for the competitors to free surf and to compete in.
Yes, as we were told by the locals yesterday while we were out searching for waves, this by the Puerto Rican wave riding community is looked at as the Day of the Dead swell. They told us that every year around this time, they get surf for Day of the Dead.
Yeah, I wish so that might be just come over here on the Day of the Dead, and there was another swell that they were talking about that pretty consistent.
Ah, yes, the Three Kings swell.
Yes.
Well, you know what, Manny? I guess I'm going to have to make sure to book a trip down here to Puerto Rico every year around this time so I can score swell, because we've had waves every day since we got here.
Well, this guy's happy. Jeff Hubbard always stretching, getting mentally and physically prepared for battle as he's coming up next until the next heat coming up. Jeff Hubbard is going to be going head-to-head with or going against.
We're going to see Jeff Hubbard, Michael Novi, Kalani Latanzi, the IBA Latin American champ, and Noel D'Arce from Puerto Rico, the trialist. They are coming up next. That will be Heat 4, Round 3. That will be our last heat of the day.
Okay, so the call has been made to run one last heat number 4 in round number 3. The conditions have totally deteriorated, but the competitors are still out there in full force.
Yes, it's still very much contestable out there. It's just that the onshore winds are another little curveball, I guess you could say, to our competitors. And you know what? Real quick, while we're making reference to other sports, wow, look at that, Manny. I would love, you know what? I would love to be able to stretch like that. Amory Laverne and Jeff Hubbard are probably the most limber guys in the sport of bodyboarding.
I think I just pulled a muscle looking at that.
Yes, Jeff Hubbard, you know, getting stretched out, getting ready for his next heat. You can see him there down on the beach under the tent. And for those of you wondering why there's no score updates on the bottom of the screen, we are having issues with our internet, so unable to pull up the scores at the moment. So quick rundown, just to get you up to speed. Damian King currently in first with a 1.15 and a 7.0. Diego Cabrera with a 6.0 and a 0.65. Ryan Hardy currently sitting third with a 3.0 and a 1.75. And Heison Carrion with only one wave under his belt, but it's a 4.25. He's looking for a backup secondary score. And that's a quick rundown of where we're at right now. And, well, we're getting rained on.
All right, we're running for cover right now, trying to cover up some of the electronics here. So stand clear, stay with us as we start covering up some of our equipment here. All right, Jackson. One of the most, if there was anybody I would love to travel with, it would probably be Steve Action Jackson for one reason, actually for 3 reasons. Number 1, he is fully equipped for all the necessary items for emergencies, fun, and good times. Look at this, Steve Jackson pulling out all the plastic out of nowhere. And I used to watch a cartoon called Captain Caveman where the guy would just pull out everything out of his fur coat. Check this out. We still have a live feed going on, live action. Damian King dropping in, little bumpy, little shaky, but goes for a reverse right there, and that's all she wrote for Kingy. So stay with us as we start covering up, and that is yellow, Diego Cabrera.
Yes, Manny is alluding to what I've always called the MacGyver bag. I try and pack stuff that I think will come in handy. It's usually a little toolkit with odds and ends and a first aid kit, and that way I'm able to try and be prepared for anything that arises. And I just happen to have a couple of plastic ponchos in packaging in the bag and able to throw this over the equipment so that our cameras and electrical don't get fried. This is live without a net, breaking out the plastic, you know, trying to save the equipment.
There is live action going, whoa, big, wow, huge. That is what the Puerto Ricans wanted to see. Their local man, Heison Carrion, with a big air reverse 360 on the inside. Great move right there from Heison Carrion. So we're almost there from running for cover right now, so stay tuned.
Everything getting pretty radical right now. We've got onshore winds kicked up. The rain's starting to come down.
Where did the rain come from?
We still got action out in the water. So, you know, we're still keeping this going as best as possible.
Wow.
Wild times in Isabella.
That was pretty quick thinking right there from Steve Action MacGyver Jackson. So you have 2 nicknames now. So great. Why is your half of the covered in plastic and mine is getting wet?
Because the other poncho is covering the camera so the camera doesn't get killed.
So I'm screwed. It's all good. We're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning in here to Now the Wet Encanto Pro, Puerto Rico. Coming to you live from the beaches here in Isabela, namely Middles in Isabela. Wow, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Jackson, I am going to cover the electricity over there with the shirt.
That would probably be a good idea, Manny, because I don't think any of us feels like getting electrocuted right now.
No.
There we go. Yes, folks, we do this on the fly. You know, we deal with Mother Nature as she arises. Sometimes she works with us. Other times she gives us a handful, like right now. But you know what? We're still here. We're still broadcasting. We still have riders in the water. This is going to be the last heat of the day. And you know what? Right now we're going to make the best of what we got. We're dealing with the weather. We got everything covered in plastic. We have a rider up out in the water. That is in white.
Kingy, Damian King, looking for something and cannot find it. He kicks out of there, and Kingy pulls out. So, again, we are only running the remainder of this heat. So, if we lose the feed, it's probably because somebody is downstairs messing with the electrical in a puddle of water. We hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, so things just got really interesting, both in the water and out for everybody involved here at the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico, coming to you from Middles Beach in Isabela, Puerto Rico. We've got hard onshore winds, we've got rain, we've got technical issues, but we're plugging right along. There's nothing stopping this train. So right now, there you can see a shot on the beach. Everybody's taking cover, diving under the tents, anywhere they can get out of the rain. It just got interesting around here. So I'm sure there's a lot of people taking shelter under the competitor's tent, watching the rest of this on TV. There we have Red Ryan Hardy up and riding, driving down the line, looking for a section, bouncing, skipping across the face. Not really coming together for him on that one. So he will paddle back outside and try for another as time counts down here. Ryan Hardy pretty much locked into the man-on-man portion of the main event, having won his first 2 heats. But I'm sure he wants to go for the trifecta here and make it 3 straight wins in the leaderboard round.
Oh.
There you go. Diego Cabrera in yellow up and riding. Wow, look at that. Holy chop hops.
Wow.
Diego Cabrera skipping across the face of the wave, hitting that chop, and just bouncing all over the place to the point where he has to just duck out and, you know, let it be.
Wow, they're still charging. Even though it's raining, it's choppy, it's getting crazy out there. They have nowhere to hide except under the lip in the barrel. And that's what they want out there, big waves, and Diego looking for that. But look at these bouncy chops. Oh, he cleared a lot of distance on that last one. And the second one, he is out of there. You'll probably see his body go up and over. And you saw the yellow jersey at the very end there.
And here's Heison up and riding. To go back to that last wave, Diego, he almost scorpioned himself on that first chop hop bounce. Those of you who don't know what a scorpion is, that's when you're riding out in the water and your body almost folds over in half backwards where you kick yourself in the back of the head with your own fin. That's how fast he was going, and that's how hard that cross chop came at him. So there you can see our riders getting bounced around out in the water. We got some interesting times going on. We got action out in the water. There you can see Damian King in the lead with an 8.15. Diego Cabrera with a 6.65. Very low scoring heat. But those are the top 2 right now, Damian King, Diego Cabrera. Diego Cabrera really needs to move into that first spot and win this heat if he's going to have any shot whatsoever of advancing into the man-on-man portion of the main event. Meanwhile, Ryan Hardy currently sits 3rd, and Heison Carrion, the Puerto Rican trialist, sitting in 4th position at the moment. We have just under 6 minutes remaining. Again, this is going to be the last heat of the day as the winds have kicked up hard on shore. The rain has started falling, and really just making for some interesting times, both out in the water for our competitors and here on the beach for the entire event staff of the Encanto Pro.
Man, I'm looking for a plastic bag to cover all my stuff, and I only got this little small pharmacy thing. And it's not, I can't fit my body into this, but it is enough to cover my phone and a couple other things. So, again, welcome to the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. It is like Hawaii here, where it just comes in, pours, and then disappears, and I think it's on its way out. I see clear skies over there, a lot of clouds over here. Hopefully that'll calm down the wind a little bit as the riders have to compete in these conditions.
Yeah, as you can see, flapping around in front of the camera. I was fortunate enough to have some plastic rain ponchos in my little travel survival bag, and we've got the table covered right now. Meanwhile, covering the action out in the water, we have up and riding in yellow. Diego Cabrera throws a quick spin and pulls out on that one. That one's really not going to help his score total at this point. Diego desperately in need of something to put him into the top spot in this heat if he wants to have a chance to advance on.
Okay, I think the windstorm and the rainstorm just went by right now. Hopefully my computer will turn back on. So just once again, this is the last heat of the day today, so keep your eyes on the screen. And you have enough time to hide the screen from your boss if you're at work, or just make sure you keep your eyes. We're winding down heat number 4, round number 3. We're going to start the next event to make sure the last 4 heats. Oh, wait a second. Here we go.
Up and riding in black, Heison Carrion from Puerto Rico, driving down the line, punches a roll through the lip. Wow, he was vertical going straight down. I don't know if he was going to be able to hold on to that. There you see his board pop out.
Oh.
He hit that roll and was headed nose first straight for the bottom. Meanwhile, out the back, Diego Cabrera up and riding on this one, driving down the line.
Oh!
Really going for it on that one. It looks like he got pile driven as well.
Yeah, it looked like that. We got to keep an eye on him, make sure he's okay, because it looked like he went straight down to the reef.
Yes, don't forget, very shallow reef here at Middles. We've had everybody from competitors to event staff bounce off that reef. Nice little reef scar to take home as a souvenir.
Yeah, we don't want to see that. We want to make sure everybody is safe and okay by the time that we leave Puerto Rico. Here's another look at Heison, Carrion's wave. Heison dropping in, and he knows he's got to put it all on the line, so he sets his eyes on this big section, on a big size wave, goes for a big roll, and again, I seen him looking at his hand on his way paddling back out. I think he may have jammed his hand right into the shallow reefs.
He had a full-on kamikaze landing on that one, and here Diego Cabrera going for it. Hits that section, but the lip got super thick and mutant and just drove him right down into the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if he touched reef on that one.
Yeah, I want to make sure both of these guys are safe, so if I can get a thumbs up from Kaha, the cameraman staying next to us, to make sure that these guys are still okay. Well, I see them both on the outside, so they are looking good. Okay, good.
Now, don't forget, this is going to be the last heat of the day. We're going to wrap things up and resume tomorrow. Tomorrow's swell forecast looking phenomenal. Forecast calling for 6-foot offshore winds. We're going to have ideal conditions here for our competitors as we finish the latter half of round 3 of the leaderboard section and go into man-on-man heats.
That is going to be action-packed. Plus, we have the semifinals of the drop knee and women's division as well. So we have a couple more days of some intense action. You do not want to miss it. So make sure you stay tuned on IBAWorldTour.com for all the latest and greatest. And if you want the instant stuff, go to our Twitter, twitter.com/IBA World Tour.
Yes, Twitter, Facebook, hit up YouTube. We will have all of today's heats loaded up onto YouTube tonight, and by tomorrow morning, you'll be able to catch any and all of the action if you missed anything during the course of today. Again, youtube.com/IBA World Tour. Everything you need to see, all the heats, all the latest highlight clips, it's all there. So subscribe to the IBA World Tour YouTube channel.
There you have it. Okay, more action live out the back. Oh, Damian King bailing at the last second before making the drop on that wave right there.
Is it me, or does this last heat and with the weather and everything feel like a three-ring circus, Manny?
It's been pretty intense. The action has been intense. Now the weather is intense here. But look at this. The sun is out now after this quick little rainstorm. I love it.
Yeah, we had some hectic weather roll in pretty abruptly, and now, yeah, sun's coming out. You know, the rain's letting up, but unfortunately the winds are still blowing straight on shore.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It calmed down just a little bit, or it's probably an optical illusion that the sun is working on my eyes. But either way, the conditions are not as good as they were earlier. So the riders and organizers have decided that this heat, I believe, is, are we going through one more heat, I believe? Just to double check and make sure we are all on the same page. I believe there will be one more heat. Oh, okay, that is it. Okay, just confirming, making sure we don't want to give you the wrong information. So that was it.